Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Scared2 here, bringing you another episode of my military base Let's Build series. In this episode, we're going to be going ahead and continue work on it, and I do apologize for hippieing a little bit since we've actually worked on this base a little bit. Trust me, I've been wanting to work on it. I've just been kind of getting sidetracked with other projects, working on vehicles, getting some vehicles ready for some birthday builds and stuff like that coming later this month. And overall, just kind of working on updating my tutorial world, getting stuff moved around and all that. But hopefully I can get started back on the military base, get some more stuff cooking for it, because it's definitely looking pretty sweet so far. And judging by the comments and the amount of views and the likes and stuff the series has gotten so far, I kind of imagine that you guys are enjoying it too. Now, for those of you guys that may have remembered, I tried doing a live stream on this probably last night, which this will probably be up the next day. So probably last night, you guys tried to witness a live stream that went horribly wrong. Gotta love shitty internet. Really is a bummer, and I really hate that I couldn't finish the stream for you guys. But that's just what happens sometimes. The internet just doesn't want to work for you. But basically, our goal for this episode is to get the back in the hangar done. Now, you can see we've done a lot of work and stuff like that with the base. It's looking so good, looking pretty good so far. We got a nice portion of these hangars built up, everything like that. I haven't done much since you know, going off camera, but between the last episode and this episode, I haven't really done much. And honestly, I don't really know what the difference is that I've done between that. I think I've added this little loading dock in the back here off camera, which is pretty nice. I kind of worked a little bit on this building, did a little bit of interior, so you can see here you got like the loading dock. So you know, you can pull up trucks to the side here or whatever you need to, and you can easily get in and out here. I need to design a forklift to be able to put in here to definitely give it that look and stuff like that. But you can see it's just going to be like a small warehouse. I was thinking about having this a bit of a garage area, but I kind of decided not to. I thought it would be look a little ridiculous. So it's probably going to be a storage area, have like a lot of parts, supplies, and stuff like that. That would all be going over here, and that would be used by the crew and all that stuff for obviously working on the planes and stuff like that. So they would have a nice big hangar storage facility in here where they can store all their parts and all that stuff. So that's pretty much what this is going to end up being, I imagine. So it'll be interesting to see how that all turns out. You can kind of see I started here a little bit with the racks and all that stuff, and you have like this little way that leads up here that leads to your loading bay and all that stuff. And I'm thinking about putting something similar on the main hangar itself. I'm thinking about doing that as well. I'm not exactly 100% sure how I'm going to do this, but it's going to be something cool, I guess, I would imagine. And then we're going to kind of take a similar design, if not the same design, and take it over here to this hangar, which this hangar hasn't been touched pretty much at all. I'm pretty much just probably going to end up copying this hangar and taking it over there, to be honest. But overall, the hangar's looking pretty dang decent so far. Looking really good. We got pretty much all of our supports in and everything like that. It's looking really nice. I also decided to go ahead and change up my light design. I think for those overhead lights there, I'm going to be using something like this. Looks a little bit nicer, a little bit cleaner, so I'm going to be doing that. Putting that all in, and I'll pretty much have this nice big hangar space, and as you guys can see, it's pretty dang big in here. It's pretty crazy, so definitely will be interesting to see how it all turns out, and hopefully definitely looks really cool. And we're just going to kind of work throughout the episode on it. I'm going to kind of do some cuts here and there. Maybe time-lapse some stuff, who knows, but we're going to take some different cuts and all that stuff, and I'm going to work on this for probably a few hours here tonight and just see how far I can get, what I can get done, because I don't really have a clue on what I'm going to be doing back here. So I'll probably cut in and out and all that stuff. One of the things I also wanted to do is for the top here, this roof, it's a little bit plain. Some of you guys will be like, well, it looks pretty dang good, but I want to add a little bit more to it, so I'm thinking about actually taking these lines and kind of running it along the roof here. Just add a little bit more detail to it. It's not going to be something major, but I think it'll look a little bit nicer, just kind of help the build overall. Just look a little bit cooler, I guess, a little bit nicer, and everything like that. So, anyways, guys, that's pretty much going to cover it for this, and let's go ahead and get started with working on this base. Also, a lot of you guys want to see a tutorial for this fuel truck. Trust me, I will try to get one up soon. Of course, I got to kind of modify it to go back to you know, default without the modded blocks, because I do have some modded blocks on here. So I definitely got to go back to that and try to design it without having the modded blocks, but Shouldn't be too difficult, and everything like that. So with that, that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and start working on the base again. Alright guys, so going ahead and continuing on, I went ahead and I took this design, I went and kind of did, and it's basically this brace that kind of goes over the roof. It kind of splits into these sections using the sandstone and all that stuff. And honestly, I kind of like it. I think it kind of makes these supports here look a little bit more, I guess, supportive in a way, if that makes any sense. It just kind of like goes with the roof, and it just adds a little bit more color to the roof, because it was all gray, and it just like, yeah, it's alright, it's all gray and all that stuff. It's a military base, but for me personally, I love adding different blocks and trying to kind of, you know, vary it up a little bit. And I think just adding those sandstone lines that kind of go across there just kind of help break it up a little bit, takes away from the solid grayness, and just kind of, you know, makes it look nice. And I honestly think it came out pretty nice. I think it looks good. So you guys can let me know, and of course anything I build, be sure to let me know down in the comments if you like it or not, because definitely I want you guys to be a part of it, leaving me some feedback. Let me know what you guys don't like and what you guys do like, just so that we can pretty much get the best looking military base we possibly can, that's for sure. One thing I was kind of thinking about adding, and I don't know how realistic or this would be, or really what the point of it would be, but I was thinking about adding a kind of a little bit of a staircase that leads up here or whatever, kind of like part of like some of the walkways and stuff like that on the roof. And it would kind of lead up here, and there'll be like a little bit of a catwalk that runs along the side here of the roof. And it would go and it would connect up to this kind of tower thing. I don't know why I want to do that or what purpose it would serve. Maybe it would be a way up onto the roof from there or whatever to work on skylights, or maybe wash them or something like that, or if they want to get on the roof up there. I honestly do not know, but it's just a little idea I had. I really don't know how well it's going to turn out. We'll go ahead and give it a shot, and I'll see how it turns out, and I'll be back with you guys to kind of look at and see how that's going. Alright guys, so I kind of went ahead and put the catwalk in. It's nothing too fancy. As you can see here, it's just a nice little staircase right here that goes up like this, and it pretty much runs all the way across the side of the building here, and goes all the way up and pretty much connects over here to this. And right here, probably gonna have like a doorway or something, or probably like a staircase or something in this tower. Honestly, I haven't really decided what I want to actually put in these towers, because I don't want to leave them just completely empty or whatever, but that's kind of the plan there. Have a nice little catwalk. I think it looks nice. It just kind of adds a little bit more to the side of it, I guess. Nothing too fancy there, and it provides a way for them to kind of get on the roof here. And of course, they would probably have like a ladder on the outside or whatever. But I would really imagine this would be more for maintenance if they need to get on to the roof here. Maybe fix like an air conditioning unit, which we don't have any on here yet, or maybe wash the skylights or clean them or something like that. Honestly, I really don't know, but I mean, you always see these little walkways and stuff like that up to the roofs of buildings and all that stuff. So that's what we have pretty much going in right there. I think it looks pretty nice. It's, again, nothing too fancy. I gotta figure out what I exactly want to put on top of the roof here, because I definitely don't want to leave it just blank like this. I definitely want to add a little bit of something, just help it look a little bit better. But overall, that's pretty much the little catwalk, what I wanted to do there. And it came out actually pretty decent. So with that, let's go ahead and continue on. We'll probably start work on the back here a little bit, and pretty much see where that goes. So before I went ahead and decided to go and move on to work on the back here, I decided to maybe put a little bit more of stuff kind of going on the top here. Basically, you know rooftops and stuff like that typically on these flat building designs, they usually have a lot of crap on the top of them, like stuff sticking out. You got AC units, fans, all kinds of stuff kind of going on, and that's what I'm trying to kind of go for here. And I kind of looked up some pictures of warehouses and the kind of stuff that they would have on it. Usually you just got all kinds of different stuff sticking up, and that's pretty much what I'm trying to kind of do here. So you just got a lot of random stuff. A lot of stuff just doesn't make sense. Like, where does that even go? Who knows? But that's just what it looks like really on these warehouses. So you can see you got your you know, these couple of bigger fans here. I'd imagine that these would be used maybe to pump air in, or you know, suck the hot air out. Who knows what they would really be used for? But I imagine they probably create some kind of circulation in there, so it's not just stale hot air or whatever, since this base is probably not going to be in the coldest of areas. It would be nice to kind of have those things there. I'm also going ahead and adding these little white things in here to kind of represent maybe like some kind of AC unit on the top here. Nothing fancy for them by all means, but could look pretty nice to just have those kind of on the rooftop or about. And all that, and you can see you got some ducting, all that kind of stuff. And I also went ahead and threw some buttons around randomized. It just kind of adds a little bit of a texture to the top of the roof, which looks nice, especially when you look at it at an angle here. You can see you got that texture going on. Definitely adds a lot to it, and the roof looks a lot better. It's definitely not as plain. I mean, you can kind of take in comparison here. You have this over here, and then over here you can kind of see the difference, and how kind of crazy that is, how different they look. But definitely, I'm leaning on having the different stuff all around here and all that stuff. And again, you guys can always let me know what you guys think about it. But I'm going to go ahead and kind of finish this off, add more of this all in, and we'll probably then go ahead and maybe work on the back a little bit of the hangar.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love.
Alright, so I think I went ahead and I finished the top of the warehouse. I added all the air ducts and vents and all that stuff in. Of course, it's not completely finalized, but I definitely think it looks pretty damn decent on the top here. It just kind of adds you know, a little bit more to it, and definitely looks a lot better, especially when you're looking at the build now from this angle. You can kind of see a little bit more going on the roof, and it's not so plain and boring, which is always nice. You always want to throw in those details and stuff, make stuff look a little bit more interesting, and actually make people want to actually come and look on the top of here instead of just, you know, having nothing on top of here. Of course, if you're looking at the roof out of everything on the build, you're kind of doing it wrong, but then again, I mean, whatever you want to look at, I guess, works for you, and everything like that. So we got the roof done there. That's looking really good. I'm going to go ahead and talk about kind of what I want to do in the back here. Now, in the back here, you can see I put this loading dock on, which I kind of talked about at the beginning of the video. I want to kind of do something like this for the back here. I'm not 100% sure exactly how I want to do it. So I really don't know how I want to do it. I'm almost thinking about having like a little space in between here where I might have like a big warehouse store, that kind of open, that's kind of on the back here, something like that. And then there'll be pretty much like another wall portion that kind of sticks out right here. It'll kind of be like another kind of loading dock or something like that. And you'll have like a big warehouse door so that they can have vehicles coming in and out and can come back here. Because I kind of want to put like a little bit of like a utility vehicle storage yard kind of back here. You have like a couple like parking spaces or something like that under like a rooftop area. And something like that kind of on the back here, so you can easily have utility vehicles that can come in here, forklifts and cranes and stuff like that. Anything that they may need to take in here and do some work, they can easily pull in through these through a door here, and I might have a door over there on that side as well. Not 100% sure on what I want to do for that, but I have a feeling here what's going to happen is this whole section here, this whole back section is going to be different for both these hangars. But they're going to have a similar concept, but they're going to be a bit different. And I think it would kind of look good because it will make it a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of get working on this and kind of see how this turns out. But that's overall my general plan for this back section here. And we'll just have to see how it turns out. But I think it's definitely going to look pretty nice. It'll be nice to finally actually close this whole area off because it's been kind of annoying not having it closed off. So that'll be nice. But anyways, let's go ahead and continue on and fill in this back wall and pretty much finally complete this back section here.
Inside lane, missing exits, glued to the pavement. Between the lines, I'm keeping my gaze straight ahead as the last stop flies by. No more waiting for the gun to fire. No more walking through revolving doors. I've gone around once, I don't need to go around anymore. Break away, forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway. Cancel the cruise control. Switch it in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right? stop stalling in the doorway and cancel the cruise control. Switching in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right again? Don't you wanna feel whole? Don't you wanna feel?
Okay.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love. You say
Alrighty guys, so we went ahead and did some work and stuff like that, as you guys saw the little time lapse there. And honestly, I spent probably what, like 40 minutes I think it is, and I only did this much. It's kind of sad actually, I know, right? Pretty bad. But overall I think it's coming together pretty good. One of the things I do probably need to fix is to get rid of this support beam section here, because it kind of interferes with the window just a little bit. So that's something I do need to fix, and I'll be sure to fix that and get rid of that and replace it all and make it all look nice and everything like that. But I think this is really cool. You know, I kind of mentioned that I wanted to have like a nice big warehouse door right here. So this right here is pretty much our door. Of course, this thing would pretty much slide open like a garage door, and you would be able to have your you know, forklifts or your utility vehicles be able to come in and out very easily. Also, like bringing you know, vehicles and parts and stuff like that in, they can do it real easily, just bringing stuff in. So that's something I definitely want to have. I'm thinking about this section. I'm going to have a building that kind of pops out here, and a building that kind of extends into this area. And I think this is going to be like a big kind of building here, maybe for partially for maybe like a little bit of a place for pilots to maybe get dressed or something like that. Could also be for you know, a little staff area, and also for the control or like the overwatch of the hangar and all that stuff. Kind of like the little command post, I guess you could say. Not 100% sure what exactly would have, but I definitely want to have like a little building that pops out in here and also sticks out a little bit on the back here as well. That's something I want to do and have that in there. I don't think I'm going to put another one of these warehouse doors on this side. I think that would be a little bit unnecessary. Just having the one door I think is good enough, and it looks pretty nice. It just flows in, looks real good, and I think that works. And I want to have a big opening over here that leads into the other hangar over there, so there's kind of a joint connection in between them. Just to kind of link them up and stuff, since we have this area right here, which is going to be a big storage area for the helicopters. I want to be able to have easy access for them to actually be able to move supplies in between them and all that stuff. I think I mentioned that in a previous episode. But as you guys can see, we got some good work done on it. We got the roof especially done up here. We got this back section kind of flowing along here, and definitely looking really nice. I'm really happy with the way it's coming out so far. So that's pretty much going to do it for this episode. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Hopefully you guys are liking it. And I'm definitely liking it. I think it's definitely coming together and turning out really nicely. So as always, be sure to leave your suggestions, your feedback down in the comments below. I'd really like to hear you guys' feedback. And so far, you guys have been absolutely awesome. You guys, you know, you're really loving this series, and I'm glad you guys are, because I'm definitely enjoying building it. It's definitely something new, something I've actually wanted to build for quite a bit, and it's really fun to finally start to get into this kind of stuff and start building up a nice little military base. And so far, it's coming together pretty well. A lot of cool stuff already, and I just look forward to seeing how it comes out. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave your feedback down in the comments. Let me know what you guys want to see me build for this base, and I'll try to get to it as soon as I can, or try to include it if it's not something totally ridiculous. Other than that, guys, I will see you guys in my next video.